2 out, nobody on. And Utley hits one into right. He just has Sabathia again. It's a one-run game. A fly ball into right. Back at the wall. Utley. Hornsby. 3-1 Philadelphia. Shot into right. How about this series for Utley? Another home run. Second of the night. He ties Reggie Jackson for most in one World Series, and he makes it 7-2. On 2-1, Ibanez launches one to right. The tape measure. That makes it 8-2. Off the billboard. Over the seats in right center. And the Phillies have their biggest lead of the night. Thanks to 2 7th-inning home runs. And that's it for Phil Coke. It's home runs this postseason for Rodriguez. And he shoots one in the air to left. Into the alley and off the glove of Ibanez. 1 run scores Damon. Here comes Teixeira. And it's a 2-run double for Alex Rodriguez. And just didn't have enough that night. Rodriguez goes and a fly ball into right. Down the line. Gone. 2-0 New York. Way to make it 7-3 here in the 6th inning. So Ryan Howard gets his first home run of this World Series and makes it a 4-run game in the 6th. To the second baseman, Cano. The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
All right, we're live. We got no audio on Jeff there, but we are live. If you want to check your audio there real quick, Jeff, then we'd like to welcome everybody in. Our special guest tonight is Joey from It's Joeysworld, and we're kind of excited to have Joey in here tonight. He's been talking smack all day on Jeff and Bill Jr., saying he's going to show no mercy, and I see he just put up in the chat there a few minutes ago, he quoted from the water boy, Captain Insano, no mercy tonight. We're glad to have him in. You got your audio back, Jeff? Oh, Jeff might know what the problem is. All right, Bill, what do you think here? What do you think of Joey's comments earlier today?
Honestly, with knowing he has over 18,000 sports encyclopedia type DVDs, I'm kind of in trouble because most of my answers that I guess against Jeff are mainly guesses. So I'm ready to do this. This is going to be fun. I think I can give him a little bit of a match, probably a little bit more than Jeff can, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, all right. Now you're talking smack on Jeff. It should be a fun night when we get the trivia here. And all right, we'll give Jeff just another minute to get back here and see if he can get his audio straightened out. That's weird because I had him picking up audio when the countdown was going on, so we'll see what happens here in a minute. All right, let me just welcome everybody in the chat here. We got Rob Weska, Movie Mania Nick, Stacy Rogers. Who else we got in here? Tim Pruitt. And a few more in here, but it's not showing up on that chat right now. What do you got, Jeff? He's going to go back to Plan B here, I think. So what do you think, Bill, of the latest that came out yesterday? The latest proposal is for 76 games to start the season. Like, they better get their act together here soon. Basketball's got a plan ready to go, and it looks like hockey's plan. I'm not sure if it's totally been approved yet, but I know basketball's plan has. And baseball's going to be the last one to the dance.
Yeah, so NASCAR's back on track. Golf is coming back underway now. Basketball's starting back underway beginning of next month, and then hockey's not far after. I think baseball is getting to that point where they're all kind of like, all right, every other sport's coming back. No, we need to get in with the players and actually hash this out. There was a source that was not released, but it was high up in the MLB chain that was quoted in saying that there will be some sort of baseball this year. Now, this is probably the best parts. It's like 70, a little over 70 games, and the players will be prorated 75% salary. If I'm correct here, that is if the playoffs end up happening. Now, if there's another COVID shutdown, then they'll get 50% of their salaries for the year, which kind of makes sense. So this is probably the most enticing offer to the players as of yet. But again, there's stuff in there that the players are going to have their 2 cents on and try to get out of the deal too. But probably by far the best shot that we have to have baseball again this year, and it's looking like it's going to happen.
All right. I got something I wanted to add to that. We'll give Jeff a shot and see if he's in there now. Looks like he's been working to get his audio up. Nope. Don't have you, Jeff. So you switched over to the earphones. We got no audio. Did you click on the link, Jeff, from your old link or the new link that I sent you? No audio. Yeah, the one thing with that proposal, Bill, I saw that evidently there's something that the commissioner has the authority that he can start a season, and they're talking about a 40-some game season. I mean, it sounds to me like the owners without fans are really not interested in playing at all. And I mean, they'd be happy with a 20-game season, it almost sounds like. But now really, I mean, the latest I heard was like 46 or 47, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I saw it too, and I don't think he's going to do it because that would create a big, outlash from the players as well as the fans too, because he can just come in and shut the whole deal down. We got you, Jeff.
I think we got noise.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you, Jeff. Welcome in.
I don't know what I'm using the old link now, but whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what the problem was there, but we're here now.
Okay.
I liked what you guys were saying. So yes, we're playing baseball. Is that what I hear?
Yeah, well, you heard a little bit. Yeah, we were talking about the latest proposal and the latest to the players. I don't know if it was the owners gave it or the players gave it, 76 games. And And then we were talking about supposedly there's something, I guess, written in the bylaws that the commissioner can enact if they can't come to agreement, like a 40-some game schedule or something I had heard.
Yeah, the players' only recourse really is to stay home, which they could do, but
yeah, like we were saying, hockey's got their plan. I don't know if they voted on theirs yet, but I know basketball did. And basketball's all set to go, and it just seems like baseball is going to be the last one to the dance.
Shocking, right? Yeah, it seems like everyone's on the same page except for the owners. To me, I only heard some of what you said. I had to run downstairs and we're gonna play. I might end up being like a WBC thing where like a couple players, or like the Olympics where a couple players sit out.
Yeah.
I doubt it, because in the end, you play or you don't get paid. But
yeah, exactly.
I just want to play.
All right, if we want to introduce our guest here, Jeff, we got somebody waiting in the wings here, and he's been talking smack all day, and I don't know if you saw his comment in the chat there. The old Captain Insano from the Waterboy, show no mercy. He's saying.
Well, good, because bring it on, buddy. Bring it on.
All right, we're going to introduce our special guest tonight. It's Joey from It's Joeysworld, and he's like the human trivia highlight reel there. So we're going to bring him in here. Hello, Joey. How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Hello,
How are you?
Fantastic.
What's going on, my friend?
I'll tell you what. I'm
Got
ready
rings. You're not wearing a Phillies shirt, I can see, right? Because it says "Got rings."
Oh, Yankees.
Hey, Philly's got rings. We got 2.
That might be worse.
Oh, yes. I'll never forget that.
That's all right. I still love you anyway, Joey. I still love you anyway. How are you, man?
Love you too.
I heard a rumor.
And yes.
I heard a rumor that you're going to crush us in trivia. Is this true?
We'll all find out as the night comes along. But of course, we're all ready for the eve of the 2020 NBA Major League Baseball draft. And looking forward to see which of the future champions will get their beginnings.
We were talking a little bit off stream there. Who do you got think's going to be the top pick in the draft this year, Joey?
Well, according to many sources, the first pick will be from the University of Arizona State first base Spencer Torkelson for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, okay. You think the Tigers are going to take him, huh?
Yes, they will. And as far as the Mets go, the 19th pick will be Tyler Soderstrom, catcher from Turlock, California.
Now, there's a name. That's a name I haven't heard as a top 5 pick. That's a surprise there.
That'll be
he's
the
saying
19th
he's
pick for
going
the New
19th
York
to the
Mets.
Mets.
Oh, 19th. Okay. I didn't hear that. I'm trying to bring something.
I take it you're a Mets and a Yankees fan then? Is that the thing, Joey?
I'll tell you what. Here's Yankees fans, of course. Now, the second pick for the Orioles will be Austin Martin, third base outfielder from the University of Vanderbilt.
Here's a name for you, Joey. I want to ask you. We did a little video on our channel here a few weeks ago. It's a pitcher out of Texas. Let's see if you heard of him, Luke Little.
No.
You haven't heard of him?
Yeah, I bet he's on your list.
He was. I don't know where he's going to go, but his workouts on the radar gun. He's been hitting 105 on the radar gun.
Wow.
Yeah, he's
Crazy.
he's about a 6'6" or 6'8" left-handed pitcher out of a junior college in Texas, not too far from where Jeff lives.
That's right. And yes, for those of you in the Florida area, the Miami area, Lacey Little, as we said, will be the third pick for the 2020 draft from Texas A&M.
Nice, yeah. Right down the road from me.
Actually, the always needs a pitch to get back to contention again.
Yeah, I've been over to Texas A&M. It's actually a pretty nice campus.
Yes.
Oh,
The football stadium is like a jewel.
Yeah, I saw them
House
play.
of Johnson.
Played on got like free tickets.
That beautiful
for some
stadium,
veterans
Auburn
game.
Stadium.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
awesome.
Good
And
stuff.
of course, to round out the top 5 prediction, Emerson Hancock from the Kansas City Royals from the University of Georgia. And the 5th pick, the Blue Jays will pick Nick Gonzalez, shortstop, second base from New Mexico State.
That sounds like you got our.
Nice.
We did a video, Joey. That sounds like our top 5 that we had. Good minds think alike.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I will be watching them round by round. And if I stay awake, it'll be a privilege to see it all.
I love it. I love it.
You don't blame I'll fall asleep.
Now, here's the big question, Joey. Who are the Yankees going to take?
That's the good thing because they're going to get Tanner Burns, according to sources. Tanner Burns from the University of Auburn, right-handed pitcher.
So let me get this straight, Joey. You're a trivia whiz when it comes to baseball and sports, and you also got inside sources.
I'll tell you what, I came prepared for tonight. Let me tell you, to win the hearts of many of us watching this Joeysworld will know why.
I love it.
Well, it sounds
so
like
after I win next week, I'll wear a shirt that says "Got Rings."
Yeah, you're going to have to mail the shirt to Jeff, Joey.
Oh.
Like after COVID, I'm like a 4X. I was just a 3X, now I'm a 4X, so it could be a little trouble.
Yeah, I hear you there. I got the little quarantine girth going on myself here.
I had some before, but
I'd rather be with Stu than anything else.
Yeah, Detroit 105. Isn't that crazy? When Bill told me about this kid that was throwing 105, I said, Sid Finch? And I think you took me serious. I'm like, no.
I remember 1985 Sports Illustrated.
Joey, yes. Never mind. I'm not playing trivia against him. Forget it. That's right. April 1st, 1985, if you want to be specific, my man.
Right.
I wonder why it would be that day.
I remember it.
Love it. Love it. Dang. I've never been scared of somebody in trivia before. I get beat every week. So there you go.
So I said, if you guys want, we can all take a break. We'll just let Joey take over the show, and we'll be back in about 45 minutes.
I ain't going anywhere. I'm listening.
You're all doing a great job, and thank you for giving me the chance to tell it all about the MLB draft.
You kidding? Thank you for
no
saying
problem,
yes,
Joey.
Hey, Donna. Hey, LSU. I didn't say hi to people in chat earlier. If I missed you, I apologize. I was looking for my audio. But hello, everybody.
Thank you, Donna.
Let's do this. I'm ready. I mean, he already knew. I referenced a 1985. What is that? 35 years ago story, one-time story in Sports Illustrated. He knew exactly what it was. So I have no shot. So let's get this beating done. Hey.
Okay, you ready for some trivia, Joey? We'll start here, and maybe we'll talk a little more baseball when we're done. What do you think?
It'll be an honor to do so.
All right. Let me get you guys ready, set up here, and hang on 1 second.
Bill Jr., I'm gonna need you to carry us here.
Remember, you have your 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Your audio's off, Bill.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say we lost your audio, Bill.
That's probably a smart. Sorry, I had my mute button on just in case I sneezed or something. But yeah, it's probably a smart idea we team up against Joey here.
Yeah, I think so. What little we learned so far, I think we're in trouble.
All right, you got your cards all. Joey already knows how to follow the rules, Jeff. He's got his little things up there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stacy will be happy in chat.
Rules are overrated, as Stacy knows. I do have one card. Can I show you one card before we get going? Can I show you one card? Did you mention? And tell me why I have this card.
I can't move it over just a little bit.
Somebody in chat should probably move it over.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Ralph Garr. Ralph Garr.
Rookie. Ralph Garr, rookie. Did you guys see that? So my audio didn't work. Now my light just blew out right there. Did you guys see that? Anyway, somebody might have mentioned Ralph Garr last week. So
yes, we did. I thought maybe you were still. I know you had trouble this morning on your live stream this morning. I thought maybe that was a holdover from this morning.
No, I figured out what that was. No big deal at all. But now I've had an audio issue. My light's gone. This might be my last live stream ever, especially if Joey crushes me.
All right, you got your number cards all ready here, Joey? Ready for the first question? All right, here we go.
Tim Pruitt knows. There you go. All right. Here we go.
Who is the only starting pitcher to win a Cy Young Award but retire with a losing record? Who is the only starting pitcher who has won a Cy Young, but when he retired, he had a losing record? Was it number 1, Bob Welsh? Number 2, Lamar Hoyt? Number 3, Randy Jones? Or number 4, Pete Vukovich? You guys let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Yep.
You ready, Joey?
Ready.
Okay.
Ready.
Jeff has Randy Jones. Bill has Randy Jones, and Joey has Pete Vukovich. Uh-oh. Bill Jr. and Jeff go up 1-0 on Joey.
I got a little nervous right there. I'm not going to lie.
I have a feeling that's going to be a short-lived lead. I just have I have a funny feeling.
See me? I did one of these, like I was throwing a dart at a map, and I just pointed at 3. I was like, oh, yep, my answer.
When I saw we had the same one and he didn't, I thought we were in a lot of trouble. All right. So, so the game's over now, right? See you later, everybody.
Okay. Jeff wants to end it now. Jeff has a bad arm here. He's going to call it a night. What do you think, Joey?
Got a bad light. I got a bad audio. What the heck? Who put me on this
It's
internet
going to
thing?
be a great competition. I'm looking forward to the next
Joey
question.
threw the first
Joey, I love you,
better.
man.
Joey's the best.
Yeah, right.
All right,
Right,
you guys.
Stacey? Totally agree.
You ready for question number 2 here? Yeah, that's what I think. Joey
I'll
just.
let you know after I see it.
I think that was intentional. Joey's been holding on to number 4 since this afternoon. He figures to get you guys a little cushion there, little false self-confidence gone, and then now it's time. He's going to kick in the high gear now.
Look at the chat. Right. I think Tina's the only one that got it in chat. Tina's winning in chat.
All right. Here we go to question number 2.
All right, let's do it.
Which of the following players had a brother who also played in Major League Baseball? Was it Albert Bell, Ken Caminiti, Sammy Sosa, or Barry Larkin? So it's number 1, Albert Bell. Number 2, Ken Caminiti. 3, Sammy Sosa, or Barry Larkin. You guys let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
You're ready? How about you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Jeff?
I think.
Sure.
You ready? All right. Hang on one second here. Okay, Jeff says number 4, Barry Larkin. Bill says number 4. And Joey says number 2. Well, Jeff and Bill go up 2-0 on Joey. It's Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin had a brother named Steven that made it to the major leagues, and he also played for the Cincinnati Reds, but his career lasted 1 game. He played 1 game for the Cincinnati Reds.
I didn't know that.
Albert Bell had his own self that he called Joey Bell for a while, so I thought that might have been a trick question, but the whole other thing.
I was going back and forth between them. I'm like, yeah, it's Barry. It's got to be.
I think it's funny,
Still
though.
He had a kid who played in the NBA, too.
He played for the Reds, and he only he got a one day cup of coffee. That was it.
That's fully one more day than I ever got. So
yeah, that's for sure.
That's the Moonlight
so
syndrome.
Hey, Joey,
yes,
while I'm setting up the next question here, I'm sure this is something you might be interested in. You've heard of Mike Trout, right?
Yes, I have.
Well, Bill used to play with him for 3 years. They played together, and when they went up to Cooperstown when they were younger, they played together for 3 years, and they played against each other in high school for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he was even fast back then.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys ready for question number 3?
Sure.
All right.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm typing in the wrong. Golly. I can't even sign in the right. Whatever. Never mind. Let's do this.
All right. I have a feeling this is going to get Joey into the column here. How many Major League Baseball records did Ty Cobb set during his entire career? How many Major League records did Ty Cobb set during his career? Did he have 30? Did he have 90? 70 or 50? And I'm sure for Bill and Jeff, this is going to be a total guessing game here.
I'm trying to do a little mathematical elimination here.
Well, how are you going to do that?
Yeah, that sounded good, Bill, but
it's just test taking.
Like, all right.
I see the highest or the lowest.
All right. You ready, Joey? You got an answer?
I think I do.
Okay. All right. Joey says number 3. Bill says number 4. And, oh, boy, this breaks my heart to say this, but Jeff is right. Jeff takes the lead. Jeff is right. Ty
what,
Cobb,
Bill? What? I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
I think Jeff is going to got rings.
My audio's a little low. You're going to have to say it louder.
And to this day, Ty Cobb still holds several records, including the highest batting average and he's the most batting titles won. He still holds records. Ralph Garr's making an appearance again there. Looks like the tote board's a little light on the other sides here. This pains me to put Jeff into the lead. This just pains me.
I think your scoreboard's broken.
This pains me. There it is.
Hold on. Let me get my.
You gonna get a camera out, Jeff? You want to take a picture of that screen?
I thought you were gonna pull out one of those party blowers and go woo.
If I had one, do you have one? All right. Yep. Now the game's over. I got it. We're good. All right. Keep going.
All right. Here we go for question number 4.
Hey, it's fun when I get them. I like this.
Who is the only player that has played in the Little League World Series? He played in the championship game of the College World Series. He played in Major League Baseball World Series. He's played in the Olympics and also the World Baseball Classic. He's played in them all. Was it Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, Jackie Bradley Jr., or Jason Varitek? This one player has played in the Little League World Series, the Championship of College World Series, the Major League Baseball World Series, the Olympics, and the World Baseball Classic. Okay, let me know when you guys are up. I'm guessing Jeff's ready.
I'm ready.
Jeff's ready.
All right.
All right. Whoops.
I got Jason Varitek on this one. What did you say, Jeff? What did it say on the bottom? I couldn't see it.
Scoreboard, baby. Scoreboard, baby.
Oh, nice.
Did we lose our scorekeeper?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think he's like
He got afraid
overloading
of all the right answers.
Sorry there, I lost. You guys are right. My audio went off there. You guys are all right. Jason Varitek. Joey is on the board.
I hear you guys. I need a crowd. Where's my crowd? They're just downstairs eating food. I love it. I love it. All right, kids. My kid. What do you? Yeah, that's right. I'm yelling at my kids when we're done here. All right.
All right. This is
I need
one here.
fans like you. I want
Let's get Joey on the board here. He's on the board. He's making the comeback. I can feel it. The comeback starts now, right, Joey?
That's right. Let's go.
All right. We're ready for our next question.
Stacey does scorekeeping like I do. I like it. All right, let's do this.
Yeah,
Stacey says, I need a true or false one.
Stacey says that's 10 points for the guess, right? All right.
Right, Tim? Yeah.
Here we go. Question number 5. What left-handed pitcher led the American League in strikeouts for 7 consecutive years? He led the Major League in strikeouts 7 years in a row. Was it Randy Johnson, Sandy Koufax, Lefty Grove, or Whitey Ford? This left-handed pitcher led the American League in strikeouts 7 years in a row. You ready, Bill?
I'm ready.
I think so.
Jeff looks like he's ready also. Well, I can tell you Jeff is wrong. Joey's wrong. And Billy's wrong. You're all wrong.
Oh.
It was Lefty Grove.
Man, I almost said it.
He not only led the league in strikeouts for 7 years in a row, he had the lowest ERA in the league for nine times in his career. And he led the wins 4 times.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So nobody got one right that time.
That is crazy. It's
All
okay with
right.
me.
I'll take that. I'll take a push.
All right, here we go now.
Right.
We're going on to question number 6. Which team won the first World Series? Was it the
How
Cleveland
old do you
Naps,
think we are?
the Boston Americans, the Pittsburgh Pirates, or the New York Giants? Which team won the first World Series? The Cleveland Naps, the Boston Americans, the Pittsburgh Pirates, or the New York Giants? All right, you guys ready?
No.
Not ready.
Ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
All right, we got
I'm
2
not.
ready
Hold on.
here.
I'm ready.
You're ready, huh, Joey?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, here, let me get this off. What do you got, Jeff? Well, I can tell you right now, whoever said the Pirates, they were the loser in the first World Series. The Boston Americans beat them in the first World Series, so Joey is right. Joey got that question
Nice,
all on his own.
Joey.
Thank you, Ken Burns.
Love it.
He already said, thank you, Ken Burns. He's watched the baseball series.
I love that. Ken Burns is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All
let's
right.
come back.
Joey's making the comeback here.
This is fun.
I guess I'm having a hard time here. I'm concentrating on the questions, and I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, but I'm not doing a good job of keeping an eye on the chat.
Wow. Why not? You got Joeysworld fanatics watching you right
You're right.
now.
Right.
This is all Joey's fan
That's
club
right.
here.
Hey, Lynn.
And yeah,
How come
Lynn.
everybody's team Joey? Whatever.
Yeah, Lynn says crush him, Joey.
Thank you.
No violence in the chat, people. Come on.
All right, here we go for question number 7. Who holds the record for most innings pitched in a single World Series game? This player holds the record for was it Babe Ruth, Whitey Ford, Cy Young, or Jack Morris? This player holds the record for most innings pitched in a single World Series game.
Well, if it's Morris, he's missing an S and an R.
Yeah.
Maurice, it's French.
Yeah, he's Maurice. Yeah, that's his twin brother.
Jacques Maurice.
I can't. Jeff says Babe Ruth. Joey says Babe Ruth. And Bill says Maurice, Whitey Ford. Nope. Bill is wrong, and Jeff and Joey are right. It is Babe Ruth.
You see how he enjoys saying the wrong person first, though?
Yeah. In Game 2 of the 1916 World Series, Babe Ruth pitched 14-inning complete game to beat the Brooklyn Robins 2-1.
He's still arguably the greatest starting pitcher in the history of the World Series. Think about that. Think about it. And
Wow.
the greatest hitter ever. It's insane.
His talent was
Right.
was ridiculous.
Best ever.
Simply got rings.
Anytime you want to mix in a right answer, Bill, just feel free to jump right on in here. And
Oh, that's all right. Most of
He's
these are
rough.
guesses anyway, so
We
just
got to
gonna
get
keep
him on the
guessing.
other side of this. I need to be the question
Yeah.
one night and
I know.
yeah,
see
I'm
how
sure
Bill
I
Senior
would.
does.
I'm sure I would be below all three of you guys. There's no doubt in my mind. Are you guys ready for the next question?
Sure.
Yes, please.
Bring it on.
All right. What do we got coming up here? Question number 8.
Everybody in chat, thanks for being here, man. Love seeing you in here.
Thank you.
Question number 8. What player was caught stealing on the final play of the 1926 World Series? Was it Tony Lazzari, Lou Gehrig, Grover Cleveland Alexander, or Babe Ruth? What
Somebody else
player,
sing a
was,
little. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what player was caught stealing on the final play of the 1926 World Series? Tony Lazzari, Lou Gehrig, Grover Cleveland, or Babe Ruth? Guys, Joey's
Who
ready.
else likes the song "Been Caught Stealing"?
You ready, Bill?
Been caught stealing.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep. We'll put a little tattoo on Bill's head, a little L on his forehead. Bill's the loser. Jeff and Joey are right. It was Babe Ruth.
He just likes telling you that. Man.
In game set.
Hey, I appreciate those cheers. I heard those cheers from me back there, Joey fans.
In game 7, the Yankees were trailing 3-2 in the bottom of 9th, and Babe Ruth tried to steal second, and it's still the only World Series to end on a caught stealing.
Wow.
He's the only guy who could do that and not get cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let me
crazy.
Let me update the scoreboard.
What does the
here.
manager say at that point? Oh, you're Babe Ruth. Never mind.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
We'll be back to the series next year. Just a couple home runs.
Yes, you're still Babe Ruth, right? You can pitch and exactly. Look at all you people in chat. Hey, the Sure Nuts, what's going on?
All right, Joey pulls into second place now. He's nipping it at Jeff's heels here. He's trying to catch up to him here. All right, you guys ready for the next question? Okay,
sure.
That's what it is. See, that's what it is, Jeff. Ralph Garr is bringing you luck tonight. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. That's your lucky charm. And I told you, Ralph Garr is going to get the season back on. He's going to be the secret weapon.
And Lucky Charms are a great breakfast cereal. So there's that.
All right. Moving on to question number 9. Who was the only player to hit 40 home runs and bat 400 in the same season?
Wow.
The only player to hit 40 home runs and bat 400 in the same season. Was it Johnny Mize, Stan Musial, Rogers Hornsby, or Ted Williams?
So we're going to have a spelling bee for you, big guy. I'll tell you that right now.
What did I mess up now?
Williams?
That's your own name, Williams.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like that should have been an easy one for you.
I got a sticky keyboard. What can I tell you?
Oh, it can't be number 4 because it's not spelled right.
Well, Jeff said he says Ted Williams.
I should have spelled it your way.
Joey says Rogers Hornsby.
Oh my!
Okay,
I bet
it's Joey's right. It's Rogers Hornsby.
Really?
In 1924, Hornsby he hit 42 home runs and batted .424.
Insane. That's just crazy.
That is crazy. That's like Nintendo stats or something.
Oh, there we go. That's like if I put MLB The Show on beginner and I just start crushing them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And Bill, spelling totally overrated.
Yeah,
totally overrated.
And I went over it twice there. Yeah. I was in a rush today, can't you tell?
Yeah, well, you got light and audio working.
Yeah, at least I got the audio going now, finally. Bill will be able to ditch the headset next week. He's got something coming his way. So nice. we should be good to go. All right. We got Jeff with 6.
You sending him something? You send me a ring? I want a ring.
And Joey with 5 and Bill Jr. with 3. You ready for another question here, guys?
Lynn, what paper balls? I want to.
Last question of the night. Joey could tie up Jeff here.
Bill gets 5 points just for spelling all the words right on this question. Let's see how he does.
Which Philly? I had to throw this in here. I had to throw the Phillies question in the last one here. Which Phillies player threw a no-hitter and hit 2 home runs in the same game?
He spelled that wrong.
Oh, I missed another one. Was it Roy Halladay, Rick Wise, Jim Bunning, or Cole Hamels?
Hold on. I gotta fix my.
You got to pick number 1 and spell it the way I spelled it.
All right, we're good now. I'm ready.
What do you got? Jim Bunning, is that what you got, Jeff? You got to spell 2 ways. I can't see it there.
I do. I do have it spelled 2 ways. I thought it was more
just
appropriate.
In case. All right.
Yeah.
Jim Bunning and Joey says number 2, Rick Wise. And Bill says number 3, Jim Bunning. Well, guess what, guys? We got a tie. Joey has tied Jeff. He's the only one right.
No!
Rick Wise is the correct answer. On June 23rd, 1971, he beat the Cincinnati Reds 4-0 in Riverfront Stadium and hit 2 home runs during the game.
I'm a contender.
Joey's a contender.
I don't know if we can trust the guy who can't spell. I'm not sure about it.
I guess I should have had a tiebreaker question ready. I wasn't prepared for that. Good job, Joey. Joey made a strong comeback in the end there.
So, did you just say that you don't have a tiebreaker?
No, I figured Joey was talking all that smack earlier. I can have one here for you, but it won't be a graphic up. I can just ask you. How's that?
Well, then I guarantee he spelled it right.
Yeah.
We'll leave it good. Joey, do you want to be a tie, or do you want to go for big bucks in the championship round or whatever? I don't know.
Ooh, let's break a tie. If not, we can talk about the draft.
Or you can do what they want.
All right, let me see what I can
I'm
find.
down either way.
Yeah, they ready. Draft. Yes, Jeff.
What's it, Jeff?
What's that?
I got a question if you're ready to go.
What's your favorite team, Jeff?
You got a question, Bill? Go ahead. Let me.
What?
Yeah, Joey was asking him what Jeff's favorite team was.
Oh, okay.
Dodgers. I'm a Dodgers fan.
Wow.
Big time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, which is okay, though. I still like you, even though you're a Yankees fan. I mean, you're way too nice of a guy to be on the evil side, though. I don't understand that.
Are you a Dodgers fan from LA, or did you start in New York?
Yes.
Are you that old?
No. No. I was born Christmas Day 69. Dodgers got there in what, 56, 58? I don't know.
Yeah.
They beat me by a good decade and a half or so. But I do like the 55 Dodgers. Just as much.
1958.
58. Okay, there you go. There you go.
You got
Nice,
a question?
dang.
You said you
You're
had
good.
a question, Bill, there for a tiebreaker, or no? Or are you just saying Joey had a question?
No, I have a bunch of questions here set up. That way, if we have to keep going, we can go in the 13th inning if we need to.
You up for it, Joey? You up for it? Yankees versus
I'm up
Dodgers.
for it.
Go ahead, Bill.
Let's do it. 81, 77, 78, 55. Let's go.
This is a multiple choice question. Which of these Yankee baseball greats set a major league record for having 40 RBI series play? Is it 1, Lou Gehrig, 2, Yogi Berra, 3, Maggio, or 4, Mickey Mantle?
So you broke up a little bit. It's the Yankee with the most RBIs in a World Series. Is that what you said?
In World Series play. So most RBIs in the World Series period. Lou Gehrig, Yogi Berra, Joe D, Mickey Mantle.
Right.
You both say Yogi? The answer is Mickey
Oh,
Mantle, so you're both wrong.
Whoa.
Mickey Mantle won the batting title and batted for the Triple Crown at 56. He also won the All MVP, blah, blah, blah. Appearing
I think Yogi Berra played the most World Series games.
Amanda's on.
He played in a lot.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? I'm just happy that nobody spelled anything wrong in that
Home
question.
runs,
So.
40 RBIs.
All right, Joey,
All
up
right,
for
now
another
we're
one?
going to the open-ended questions.
Sudden victory? Ooh, I like it. All right, let's go. This is
That's
fun.
right.
Yep,
I don't know if
this
it's
is
fun for the
open-ended.
chat to watch, but I'm having a good time.
All right.
Open-ended. So do I just write it down?
Me too.
Yep, you write your answer down. There's no multiple choice, nothing.
All right.
All right, who
Got
is
it.
the
Got
first
it.
pitcher to retire 1,900 bases on balls in his career? Who was there ever to retire with over 1,900 base on balls in his career?
Ooh.
I'm ready when you are, Joey.
Got an answer for that? It's a right-in answer. You can just say your answer, Joey, whenever you have it.
I'm young.
He says Cy Young.
I think I'm Cy Young.
He might be right.
So Joey had Cy Young,
can't see.
and Jeff has Nolan Ryan. It is Ryan Express. So none of the others ever reached 1,900 walks, and no except Nolan Ryan ever reached 1,900 walks in the entire 20th century. He retired in '93 with a list 2,795 walks, which was almost 1,000 more walks than the career of Steve Carlton and 1,578 more walks than the Hall of Fame great Cy Young, who won 511 games.
Whoa.
When he said Cy Young, I thought I was in trouble. I was confident until he said it. I'm like, oh, he pitched a lot.
That was they're
Right.
both good answers. They're
Congratulations,
both
Jeff.
good answers.
You scared me.
Yep.
And
Nolan
Donna, by the way,
pitched
I
in
have plenty of pepper on my
2017
floor too.
and never
Just,
won a Cy Young.
I like it. I like it.
So I guess that makes Jeff the winner.
Is that it?
In, what was
I got more paper.
12th inning there.
Oh,
Yeah, Jeff took it
Joey,
in
I was
extra
rooting for
inning.
you, buddy. I was rooting for you.
I thought
I'll
Joey
tell
had
you
that one
what,
too
it was-
with Cy Young. I thought Joey had it.
When he
Me
said Cy Young, I
too,
went,
because
oh,
of the
I'm in
way
trouble.
he lost so many games, as many as he won.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He threw every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, it seems. Lynn, I see you, and that's pretty funny right there. That's pretty funny. Yay! Oh, yeah, yay, Joey. Yay, Jeff. I like it. Yay, Joey.
Hey, it's spelled right.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to adopt you. My kids never say that.
Yeah, probably right.
It's spelled right, yeah.
It is spelled
No.
right.
I like it. I
Take a
appreciate it. Buddy. I
challenge
appreciate
with
it.
me.
And you got a
Thing.
fan club, and you got like people writing you notes. I want an entourage, Joey. How do you get an entourage? Like, where do you sign up for an entourage? I need that.
Oh, I better need it if I ever get back to Disney parks. That'll be something.
He's got his own.
Yeah.
Right? You do. It's true. He does at the parks. Every time I see you, you're surrounded by all these awesome people. I love it.
Yeah, he does.
Right.
Well, they got to keep an eye on him, Jeff. From what I see in some of Joey's videos on his channel, he's quite the Casanova with the Disney princesses.
I've noticed this myself.
Is that the truth, Joey, or is that just a myth?
I'll tell you what,
We are his staff.
Videos are so much.
Joey's got a
Videos
staff.
are
I
so
love
much fun to watch.
His managers too.
it.
So much flirting on the videos. Wow. Those are true precious moments.
Jeff wants to know, where can I get a staff? Send help.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So what do you got? You got anything else tonight, Bill?
Yeah, I can talk about the rest of the top 10 according to MLB.com, the top 10 in the draft tomorrow. Now, it's definitely going to be a lot different than the normal drafts because it's only 5 rounds when we're used to 40.
Right.
And so it's a lot different, especially in regards to high school kids, because it's basically going to cut off to where they were in their junior year of high school. So, I mean, if you did great, you had it lined up and you rate showcases, you had no room to drop down. So it's good, but I think it's going to be a lot harder for the kids to work their way into college, especially the sophomores in high school, because that's where you make your jump to get looked at by big D1 schools or MLB is in between your sophomore and junior year. That's the big age there, but I don't know how this is going to work out. It's going to be messed up for the next couple years, I think, but we'll run off the 3 to 10 here in the MLB.com's mock draft. So I know Joey already talked about number 1, Spencer Torkelson, and number 2 going to Baltimore, which is Austin Martin out of Vanderbilt. Go SC. And then number 3 is Acid Lacey from Texas A&M, and again, go SEC, left-handed pitcher. Number 4, Nick Gonzalez, New Mexico State, going to Kansas. And then 5 from Minnesota, very rare, a northern school, is Max Myers, a right-handed pitcher. Now that's really a pitcher from a northern school, the top 10 in the draft, because if you think of how much extra time that the players down south outside on the field and against actual batters, like that was always the big challenge for me being from the north. All these kids down south, they can play all year round, and we have to go in a cage that has to be heated, and we can't warm our arms up as early as they can. So that's really cool. I'm really happy for that guy. All right, and then at number 6, Go ahead, Joey.
Well, about the umpires, I do love the umpires when they're good, especially if they do it for years. But sometimes they get wrong at times throughout the years, Major League Baseball.
Oh, you had to go down that alley. You had to go down that way, didn't you?
I've never loved you more. I've never loved you more. Actually, if it comes to me, I've got an umpire story too that I think you might enjoy, Joey. I don't think that they should not be allowed on the planet, but they should definitely not be allowed on my baseball fields. But anyway, we'll get to that in a minute.
Who's number 6 to 10 according to the MLB mock draft?
So number 6 going to the Seattle Mariners is right-handed pitcher from Georgia, Hancock, another SEC team. If you look at this whole list, there's a lot of guys coming to SEC, which I love. Go Gators. Number 7 for the Pittsburgh Pirates out of Arkansas is Heston Kjerstad, spelled with a K. He's an outfielder. They desperately need help out of the draft. I don't know what their GM's been doing.
Can we go to Jeff for the correct spelling on that?
Oh,
no.
Yeah, we're gonna.
K.
It's spelled Kjerstad, but it's Kjerstad.
I think next week when it comes up to the trivia,
KJERSTAD.
I think I'm going to phone a friend next week.
Oh boy.
Bill, did you just see what just happened there?
What's that?
Spelling.
Spell check. Yep.
Spell check.
Okay, Joey. You're getting in on the act here, huh, Joey?
Right click away.
I don't think your dad heard me spelling Kjerstad correctly, but
yeah,
that's okay. Anyway, next.
Go ahead, Bill.
I want to get to my umpire story
8.
for Joe. I want to hear if he likes it. So,
absolutely. All right, I'll make the last 3 quick. So we have our first high school draft pick going number 8 to the San Diego Padres, and Zach Bean from Spreak High School in Florida. Yep, he's an outfielder. Number 9 going to Colorado, Reed Detmers, left-handed pitcher from Louisville. And number 10 going to the Angels, Rob Russell III, fielder from Independence High School in Tennessee. That's another rare one to see, like a middle to northern.
Be probably exterminated. So Joe West is the worst umpire in the history of the planet, but a close second is Angel Hernandez. All right, Angel Hernandez needs to be deleted from Major League Baseball. And here's why. And Angel, if you're watching, go away. All right. So Angel Hernandez may have made another bad call. This is straight from the New York Post. The veteran umpire, labeled as bad as there is by the great Pedro Martinez following the 2018 Yankees Red Sox playoff, allegedly eavesdropped, listen to this, on a Major League Baseball investigative call last July. It focused on a 14-minute delay during a game when the Red Sox and the Rays had a little confusion over rules, according to a lawsuit. Joe Torre, then the game's chief baseball officer, claims that Hernandez, the acting crew chief for the game, did not hang up the phone when the interview ended and continued listening in on the questioning of umpire Ed Hickox because Ed Hickox disagreed with him. 1 month later, Major League Baseball interviews Hernandez again, discusses the allegations. Following the incident, Torre declared Hernandez would be removed from the position of acting crew chief. This jerk he actually attempted to sue Major League Baseball for not getting to be an umpire in the World Series. He is so bad. This is the guy that's a great video of, who is it? The a Chicago Bears lineman was singing at the 7th inning in Chicago, and they get to sing the take me after the ball game, and then he says, let's score some runs and let's get that umpire off the field or get an umpire who can see or something. And he actually threw out the guy who called or who sang the 7th inning stretch song. This guy is the worst jerk in the history of jerks. Get off my field. Get out of my league. Joey, how you feel about that?
Oh, that's one amazing story.
I do not like Angel Hernandez. I would like him to get off my baseball field. Yeah, he sued Major League Baseball, claiming that he was not promoted or given a World Series assignment because of racial discrimination. How about because you're bad at your job? How about that?
Whoa. But there's one thing I'm about to drop out. Which will the reigning world champion Nationals will pick? Cody Collada, right-handed pitcher. That's what the Nationals will pick as the world champion.
Who do they got my Dodgers taking?
Yeah, he's
You got it on there? Who are my Dodgers taking?
You know who the Dodgers are taking?
Yeah.
No.
But I got a question here. I thought we were supposed to have Joey as a guest tonight. I didn't know we were going to have Tim Kirchin from the MLB channel on the show tonight.
Right?
I'll tell you what. This is no ordinary rookie.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I love Tim Kirchin. Love it. Love it.
That's right.
Good stuff.
Strikeout world.
So, Joey, what was your favorite part of tonight on the show tonight?
I'll tell you
What did you like best?
Thank you for being a part of you guys in the special events.
Thank
Who's your
you.
favorite part?
The trivia and whoa, what an event that was.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I got a little piece of paper all over
Oh
the place.
yeah.
now.
Yeah, Jeff
And
Jeff
pepper.
looks like he gave himself his own ticker tape parade there with all the pieces of paper all over his floor tonight.
Oh,
Well, I don't have a
Don't
fan
worry.
club over there like he does. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Hey,
There's no car. What's going on? How much do you charge? I need an entourage.
Oh,
you can't afford us.
That's right.
That's for sure. That's for darn sure.
So I figured it out, Jeff.
Love it.
So the Dodgers, according to .com, are going to take shortstop from Baylor, Nick Lofton.
Oh, from Baylor. Okay. Yeah. I don't know much about him, but I've heard that they had a middle infielder who's going to get drafted high. So that's cool. Corey Seager seems to not be able to throw anymore. So that,
Yep, that's who they're
of
saying.
course, we got Gavin Lux over there. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, talent is talent, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Is it tomorrow? Is the draft tomorrow?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I have to go to work
Right,
tomorrow. I
good.
didn't go to work today. I got to meet my
Right.
granddaughter today.
Oh, that's cool. How'd that go?
Yeah, that'll be fun. It
Wow, man.
was awesome. She's a cutie pie.
Hump day.
Very cool.
Did you
Yeah.
did you bring your umpire flashcards and say we don't
Yes,
like this
tomorrow I have to
one, we
actually
don't
work.
like this one, we don't like this one?
She already knows. She's a Dodgers fan. She likes Mickey Mouse, and she doesn't even like to talk about umpires. Actually, she slept the whole time.
Oh boy.
You have that effect on women, Jeff, huh? You put them right to sleep.
Right? No doubt. No doubt.
Nice.
It's pretty cool too. So I met my granddaughter today, and I got another granddaughter popping out of my kid Thursday. So it's a cool week. It's a cool week.
Yeah, the price of Christmas just went up.
Right? And Disney trip. Totally. That's why I have to have another channel, and I get
You
another,
sure you weren't
another
around for
job.
the
And I
Dodgers
got,
in New York?
I wish I was. I wish. Yeah, Lynn's noticing your Funko Pops back there, Mr. Spelling Bee champion.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
Do you get a
while
Funko
back.
Pop for every year you win a Spelling Bee?
Well, actually, I get one of those for every time I spell a word correct. If you take one away, start taking them away, it'll be an empty shelf by next week. I don't know if you can see.
I mean, it was
Joey,
Williams.
I'll tell you what.
Williams.
the one all the way at the end there, Joey,
Wow.
on the second shelf down. That's your boy. That's Babe Ruth.
That's
What
right.
a Babe Ruth.
And yes, one time I did
That's
see Roosevelt Stadium where the Dodgers used to play in Jersey City one time in 1979, just before they tore it down.
There you go.
Very cool.
There's only
That's Babe
one.
Ruth.
There's your Babe Ruth Funko Pop.
Number 3.
That's pretty sweet.
Yep, I had none. Now I don't know. And that's
A lot.
the guy above you, Joey. It's all his fault.
Oh,
So we had
Right.
a Funko Pop expert supposedly coming on my show, but he had a family issue. He's going to come back a couple more weeks, actually. But he wasn't even on the show. So you went and bought a bunch of Funko Pops without hearing from the Funko Pop expert. So
Yeah, when I
don't
saw
think
they had
it's a good idea for you to
MLB.
watch the week.
I got mostly MLB. The one Disney one I got two. I got Pinocchio and I also have the Skyliner, Mickey coming out of the Disney Skyliner.
Oh, that's right. So he needs to know, how many Dodgers do you have back there? Because Joey has decided he's going to be a Dodgers fan now, right? Is that what I heard, Joey? You're a Dodgers fan now?
No, I'm a baseball history fan. Yeah.
Ooh, I
Only
love
only
that.
got
I
one
love
Dodger,
that. Who is that? JT?
Wow.
Clayton Kershaw.
Who am I looking at?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Holy
Kershaw. Okay.
diver. Yeah.
I can see it now.
I thought it was Turner
Oh,
too because he had that little bit of a beard.
Yeah, I look like JT. Yeah. I see it now. Well, I did. Now it's all blurry. Very cool.
Yep.
Very cool. So, Joey, who's your favorite all-time player?
Has to be Ruth, number 3, of course.
Really? Okay. All
I
right.
don't-
Babe Ruth. I mean, you can't go wrong with him.
Here's one more trivia question for you, Joey.
Do
Ready.
it. I like it.
Why? How did Babe Ruth come about wearing the number 3?
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, because the Yankees wanted to have the earphones of everybody in 1929.
But why did Babe Ruth wear number 3?
Because he wanted to bat third in the lineup.
That's it. That's how the
That's
Yankees
right.
went by their
That's
numbers,
right.
by their position in the batting order.
That's why
That's why
was
Lou
4.
Gehrig
That's
was number
exactly
4.
right. What is that, Joey?
This is the official autograph signed by some of the New York Mets from 1975. And
Really?
it's
75? Nice.
fading with age.
75. So you've got, do you have Tom
Yeah.
Seaver on there? I bet you have Tom Seaver.
That's right. We got
75.
Jerry.
Dave Kingman, Jerry
That's
Jerry
right.
Koosman.
Kuzman.
We got Joe
McGraw,
Torre.
maybe? Joe Torre, nice.
Well, McGraw wasn't on the Mets team 75, but Joe Torre was.
John
Okay.
Matlock.
That's right.
John Matlock, sure. I bet Rusty Staub's on there.
Yeah.
Joe Frazier? No, not smoking Joe Frazier. The other Joe Frazier.
Didn't know there was another Joe Frazier. How about Ralph
Yes,
Garr? Is Ralph Garr on there? You got his autograph on there?
Probably.
Nice.
You're
75
right.
Mets. That's pretty good.
The only thing that hasn't faded is the footprints on the moon by Apollo astronauts.
There you go. That would be a good one to have.
Where'd that come from?
You got Neil Armstrong.
Oh, well,
That's a cool ball. Did you get that in person, or did you pick that up as a collector, or did you get that back in the day?
I didn't bought it though. Somebody,
A friend gave it to us.
a friend gave it to
amazing.
us.
That's really cool. I love that kind of stuff.
I
I
didn't
collect 77 Dodgers, so 75 Mets are pretty darn close. That's pretty cool.
I didn't even think to bring
That's
it
right.
tonight, Joey. I got something that matches my jacket here, or my shirt. I got a 2008 Phillies World Series ring, and I also have a Super Bowl ring with my name on it because I'm a Green Bay Packers owner. And when the Packers won the World Series, the World Series, when they won the Super Bowl in 2010,
Oh,
I'm having a hell of a night here tonight. Can't talk, and I can't spell.
Is your light working? I got a broken light right there, so you're winning.
Maybe next week I'll just leave a blank screen up here. Yeah, and I have a
So
super.
finish your story. So being an owner, you got a ring?
Well, you were able to purchase one. I mean, they don't give you one because you're a shareholder, but I was able to purchase a Super Bowl ring.
That's awesome.
Hang on one second here.
Tell me about it.
And you have a World Series ring? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you break into Del Unser's house or something? Like how do we get that?
There it
Oh,
is.
There we go.
You're gonna have to.
Well, you don't
hold
have
it.
There you go. Oh man, that is sweet.
There's
Is that the year you
ring.
guys stole it from the Cowboys? Dez made the catch. Is that the one?
That was, now 2000. This is 2010. That's
It's like
when
the whole planet forgot what a catch was just for like a second or two.
they won the Super Bowl right there. Were you in Dallas in 2010? Because it was played in Texas.
In Dallas.
Yes, and played in
Yeah,
Dallas.
yeah. I was
AT&T.
yeah, but I think that might have been my first year here. I'm sorry, Joey. What was that?
He said it was played at AT&T Stadium.
I don't know if I was here. I don't know what day it was. I just know it was a catch, and apparently I was the only one because, duh. By the way, have I mentioned how much I like umpires? Those are refs, but it's the same thing.
Yeah,
So
Lynn
I'm
says
an
so.
Eagles fan.
Lynn says in chat, she says, so the answer to got rings is yes, Bill does. LOL.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Bill Jr., I didn't hear what you said there. You're an Eagles fan, but what?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but even I was like, he caught that ball. I'm like,
He got,
there's
every 8-year-old in the backyard in America knows what a catch is, but you get 3 officials getting highly paid. Let's talk about it for a while. It was a catch, you dummies. Sorry, Joey. I swear I'm a nice guy. No, I'm not. Not really. That was
That's okay.
so.
I mean, I wanted this to lose, but like, come on, like,
was a
it's not
catch!
even fair.
So when you put it on and you just feel like, is it painful? Like, does it burn because it's full of lies? Is that what's going on there? You put it on, Bill Senior.
I'm trying to read something in chat there. What is that, Jeff? Go ahead. Sorry.
Good talk. Good talk.
Thanks
So
for
is
stopping.
that the ring? Is that the ring from that year?
Yeah, 2010.
Does it hurt when you put it
Oh,
on because
yeah.
it's lies?
No, it's not lies. It says
These are the jokes, people. These are the jokes.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Super Bowl champions. What can I tell you? Win some, you lose some.
That's right. It's the truth.
Joe sitting up there, well, no respect.
Right? You guys rock. I had fun. Joey, I want to hear it. Did you have a good time? Like, would you come back for us?
I'll tell you what, I had a fabulous,
Jeff Rant, that's
super great time. Thank you very much for giving me the chance to be a part of a baseball chat with you guys.
No problem. It's great having you, Joey.
Back, buddy.
We'll have to have you
Love
back
having you
again
on, my man.
sometime.
I'll be more than happy
I bet
to do
Joey
so.
knows what the heck a catch is. I guarantee he does.
Yeah, he probably does.
That's
Here's one. I was just, when I was catching the end of your story,
Stacy
says if
Were you? Is that what that was? Okay.
If it was the 1980s Phillies World Series ring, she said she'd have been on her way to my place to steal it. I didn't have a 1980s Phillies ring, but I used to have a 1983 Phillies National League Championship ring, Larry Christensen.
Wow.
I used to,
Seriously?
yeah, I had the actual players ring. I used to buy and sell and championship rings. I had a lot of college rings, and I had
Used to
Larry
buy
Christensen.
and sell championship rings?
Yeah, mostly college rings, because a lot of kids, they wind up selling them, and usually
Sure.
the pros. I mean, not a
They
lot
made
of
it
those
up.
rings come from. Usually, it's either drugs or divorce is why they wind up selling their rings.
wow.
It's sad to say,
What a
but it's the
jerk I
truth.
am. That made me laugh. Why
Yeah,
does that make me laugh?
Yeah, but yeah, I had
Drug or divorce?
and that World Series is just like, it's not one of my. I didn't keep that ring very very long because the Phillies, the World Series in '83 to the Baltimore Orioles, and I
I
had
think
the
that was the
ring.
last time the Orioles won anything, right? Is Walt, are you anywhere nearby? Is that the last time the Orioles won a game? I'm pretty sure.
Probably close.
Does it hurt worse that you got beat by the Orioles?
Yeah, especially like we did a video on it. I went down there for game 2. The Phillies won game 1, and I went down to Baltimore for game 2, and I ordered tickets. I called the stadium the morning of game 2 and asked if there was any seats available, and I bought 2 obstructed view tickets for $25
Day up? Wow.
the morning
Oh
of the
my
game.
gosh.
And when I got there,
Wow.
we sat on the first base side, and I was like right behind the on-deck circle in the first base dugout at the top of the first level. And the old Baltimore Stadium, Memorial Stadium, used to have big columns that would hold up the upper level. And literally, I sat there and I had to go. That's all I had to do, and I paid $25 day of the game.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
And for
Day
your
of? Are you
information-
kidding me?
What's that, Joey?
And for your information about the '83 World Series Game 1, the Phillies
Yes, let's talk
and
about it.
Ronald Reagan won together Game
Oh.
1.
Okay. He's saying Ronald Reagan won. Okay. That's good.
He was
Wait,
at the
what?
game.
What? Oh, that's cool. Wow. He didn't help the Phillies
No.
at the end. Maybe that day he did.
Yeah, the Phillies won the first game. I watched it. I got all pumped up, went to game 2, and I cost the Phillies the '83 World Series because they didn't win another game after. That was it.
I mean, I'm making fun of you,
Whoa.
but my life goal is to be at a game and my Dodgers win in the World Series. First, they got to get there, and then I've got to get there, and I don't even live in the same state anymore. So I
And
think you're winning.
And then I was at the World Series in '93 against Toronto. Again, the Phillies lost the World Series.
Is that the Joe Carter year?
Yeah. I was at
Mitch
the
Williams thing. Yeah, Joe.
Thank God.
What's that, Bill?
Thank God you didn't go in 2008.
Yeah,
That's why I said I was going to
go.
I had a chance for tickets in 2008. So I said, no way in hell. I'm staying home.
Oh, that's funny.
And I did,
So
and they won.
Wow.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to a Dodger World Series, and now I don't even live in the state anymore. So
I got to get to a Super Bowl. It's the only one I haven't been to. I've been to the Stanley Cup twice.
They're so expensive now.
Yeah.
Have you really? The Stanley Cup? That's cool.
I've been to Stanley Cup twice, and I've been to the NBA Finals twice, and I've been to the World Series twice.
I go to Arby's, you go to the World Series. Whatever. That's cool.
I was at the game when I was at the game in Philadelphia with the L.A. Lakers and the Sixers. I think it was Magic Johnson's rookie year. That was the game. That was the. If you remember the game that Julius Erving went up in the air on one side of the basket, went around to the other side, and then flipped it up. I was at that game.
I do.
Were
you really?
I was 5 rows behind the Sixers bench.
No way. Were you really?
Yeah.
So you might even be in the highlights then. That's cool. 5 rows. I bet you would.
Yeah, just look for my link from the Mod Squad Afro. I had the big hair back.
Nice.
The big hair back then.
I'm sure I watched that. I was a Lakers fan back then at that time.
I'm pretty sure that was Magic's rookie year because that was the one Kareem got hurt early on. And
yeah, he had to play center. He had that great game as a center.
Yeah,
I think you're right. I think it was against the Sixers. Yeah, Dr. J was the man. And who's the guard? Was it Andrew Toney? Who was your guard that year? He was a little stud. I think that might have been years later.
I don't know. I think I don't know about Mo Cheeks. I think it was Mo Cheeks back then.
Mo Cheeks. Yeah. Because Toney was a couple years later. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Boston killer.
Mo Cheeks. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, I remember that. Good stuff. Nice.
I'll just ramble on one quick story about the Sixers. And no, it's not baseball here, but if Stacy's a Sixers fan, she might get a kick out of this. I used to be an Eagles fan, and I used to have Eagles season tickets, and that's another story for another time. Why I'm not anymore. His name's Norman Brayman, but anyway. So he used to be the owner of the Eagles, and he let Reggie White go to Green Bay, so that's why I followed Reggie to Green Bay. That's how I became.
That's right. You told me that.
So anyway, but me and 3 of my friends,
you were asking about that. Anyway, yeah.
We had tickets. We went to a Sixers game. An Eagles game during the day. We tailgated. We brought 2 coolers. We tailgated in the morning for the Eagles. Went to the Eagles game, and a company my dad had dealt with had got us 4 tickets for the 76ers game that night. So then after the Eagles game, we pulled out our second cooler and had us, barbecued up some steaks before the Sixers. So anyway, by the end of the day, you imagine an Eagles game all day and, 2 tailgates, and the beers were flowing, and I was sitting about the same seats. I was sitting 5 rows behind the Sixers bench, and the Sixers were losing. And back then they had a player forward. His name was Clem Johnson. I love Clem Johnson. He was a great power forward. So he was on the bench.
Great name, Clem Johnson's perfect.
So Billy Cunningham was the coach of the Sixers back then, and I was getting on Cunningham for a while. I'm in there. Bring in Clem Johnson. I'm hollering to him. Bring in Clem Johnson. He's going to come off the bench and win this game for you. And I was starting to get on his nerves. He kept looking around, and he kind of waved me off the one time. And finally I hollered out. I said, "Come on, Billy." I said, "You don't have a hair on your ASS. Bring Clem Johnson in. He's going to win this game for you." Well, the Sixers call a timeout. And with that, who comes into the game? Clem Johnson. He went off, and the Sixers wound up winning the game. I gave Billy Cunningham a standing ovation. I said, "I told you, Billy." He just shook his head, and they walked off the court, and he was laughing.
I love it. That's a great story. I can't beat
so there's words of wisdom. Beer and Sixers games don't go.
Yeah, right. That's funny. Billy Cunningham, he's a legend. That's good.
That was great. I mean, he was just shaking his head, and at the end of the game, he couldn't help himself. He had a laugh, and he was smiling at me as they walked off the court.
Did Clem give you any love?
Oh, he was giving me some thumbs up, and he shook his head at me when he came. I mean, he went off. He came off the bench like in the last few minutes and scored like 10, 12 points, and then put him over the top.
And then signed a big contract and sent you 10%.
Oh, I just got a compliment from the chat from the Orlando guy. My audio
Was it about
finally.
spelling?
Yeah, I'd spell audio, but I'd probably get it wrong. He said the audio's sounding good. Hey, what can I tell you? I'm an Italian from New Jersey.
I love it. I love it. I've always thought spelling was overrated.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So that was the vet and the Spectrum. Yeah. Was the Spectrum right across from the vet? How did that work?
Yeah, they were literally right across the street, and then used to be right next. Yep, I'll have to bring that out next week, Joey, to spell check.
That's right.
Yeah, Jeff, they were right in a row. It was the Veteran Stadium. Right across the street was the Spectrum, and then right behind the Spectrum, where the Flyers Stadium and Sixers play today, that used to be JFK Stadium. That's where the Army-Navy game used to be played all those years. That's where I saw Live Aid there.
That's why I was going to say, why have I heard of that? That's why.
Yep.
Interesting. Very cool.
Yep. Now all three of them are gone.
Very good. Very good. What's the name of the Citizens Park? What is it called now?
Citizens Bank is the Philly Stadium, and the Stink is the Eagles Stadium. And then, what is it, Wells Fargo Center, Bill? It's called the Link, but we call it the Stink.
Yeah, Lincoln Financial, yeah, whatever. Yeah, Lincoln.
So you're not a Jeffrey Lurie fan?
I mean, I like the Eagles. Like I said, I used to be a season ticket holder, but Norman Brayman totally screwed over Reggie White, and I loved it. When I went to a game out in Green Bay, I mean, Reggie had already passed away, and they still play the audio to this day where Reggie White comes on and says the Green Bay Packers are the greatest fans in the NFL, and that still irks the Philadelphia fans that he would say that. And he wanted to finish his career in Philadelphia, but Norman Brayman totally screwed him over. So that's why
didn't want to pay him?
Yeah, so that's why I sold. I got rid of my season tickets and I followed Reggie to Green Bay.
Stacy says Live Aid was at JFK. Really?
Yeah, I was there.
Nice.
It was about 107.
You were at Live Aid?
Oh yeah, it was about 107 that day, and the Philadelphia Fire Department was hosing the crowd down. It was so hot that day.
I've seen videos of that. So who was it? You two? Who was the big one? Who was the big one there that day?
Well, the best was when Phil
Queen, but they were in Wembley, right?
Yeah, they were in Wembley. Phil Collins played in Wembley, and they had video in Philadelphia, him going to the airport in London and getting on the Concorde, and then the Concorde flew over JFK and landed in Philadelphia, and he came and Led Zeppelin was on the stage, and there was an extra drum set on the stage. Jason Bonham, John Bonham's son, because Jason Bonham had already passed away, and his son, or the other way around, Jason Bonham was on the drums. His dad was John. And there was an extra set of drums there, and out comes Phil Collins onto the stage, hops in. He didn't even know the songs. He looked at Jason Bonham the whole time and just kept right up with him every song that Led Zeppelin did.
He's one of the best.
He was phenomenal.
Wow, that's so cool. So yeah, so we've got a long list of things you've done that I'm jealous of now. It's all Led Zeppelin.
The best though was George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. They were awesome.
Incorrect. I wasn't there, but no way. You just said you saw Zeppelin.
Oh, Zeppelin was great too, but I'm a big Thorogood fan too. The Led Zeppelin was there. The Stones.
Give me what's his big song?
Give me what is it? Yeah, Thorogood. One bourbon, one shot, one beer.
Yeah. You saw the Stones and Led Zeppelin, and you're talking about who? Come on. That's cool though. I'm jealous.
He was excellent. Yeah, there was a lot of great people that were at Live Aid. It was awesome, and like I said, it was so hot. Yeah, we started drinking. We got there at 7:00 in the morning. We started drinking. I guess we were light drinkers that day. When it got light out, we started drinking, and we drank from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. Went to the bathroom, and I say we drank all day. Went to the bathroom one time from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. It was so hot. You couldn't get drunk that day. You just couldn't do it. Wow. It just sweated right at you.
I'm looking at the lineup for Philly. Tina Turner, Mick Jagger, Eric Clapton, Crosby, Stills and Nash. Yep. The Beach Boys, Hall & Oates. I love Hall & Oates. Bob Dylan. Never really liked Bob Dylan, but Hall & Oates, I love it. That's cool. That's a great lineup, man. Wow.
The worst part of the night was at the end of the night, Keith Richards and who's the other? Was it who's the other guitar player for the Stones? Was it not Wyman? Is it Wyman?
Ron Wood.
Who was it, Joey?
Ron Wood.
Ron Wood.
Ron Wood.
Yep, it was those.
Hey, you're good, dude. Yes.
It was those two, and I always forget this one guy's name because he's very easy for to get. Who was the one you can never understand a word he was saying?
What, Dylan?
Yeah, and Dylan. Those three
Dylan.
came out on stage, and the place was gone nuts. They came out and they damn near got booed off because they were so wrecked. it was hysterical. They were so wrecked. And then the top it all, and then Patti LaBelle came out on stage with them, and she started singing and screaming. We were ready to get one of those big old shepherd hooks and just.
How was Hall & Oates? I've always loved them. Were they good that day?
Yeah, they were real good. Hall & Oates was awesome.
I love them. They played not too far. I live in Fort Worth. They were playing in Dallas. Maybe it's about a year now, and I really wanted to go. The tickets were just too much. I couldn't justify it, but really, really loved them.
Yeah, that was an awesome show. And like you said, they would play one or two acts in Philadelphia, and then we'd have the TVs, the big jumbotrons there, and then we watched. Then it went over to England, and then while they were setting up the next act in Philadelphia, and it just kept flipping back and forth. But that was the best.
I'm almost embarrassed to ask this, but is that the best concert you've ever been to? I can't imagine it's not. That's amazing.
Yeah. That's probably. I've been to a lot of good ones in Philadelphia. There used to be great concerts at the old JFK.
I thought I was in a bunch of good ones, but you crushed me with that story. So
that's a good, probably definitely top 3.
Live Aid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was good.
That's awesome.
It's not baseball talk, but oh well, we got into Live Aid. You never know what you're going to get here on Bush League Baseball.
I know it's at Wembley, but the iconic video of Freddie and Queen controlling the crowd at the Live Aid. Again, I know it's Wembley. It wasn't where you're at, but that's one of the iconic live music moments of all time.
JFK was just as nuts as Wembley was when they were on.
Wow.
Yeah.
So cool.
It was awesome.
So cool. I
stole
didn't
the
realize that it was like simulcast. Like, so you're there and you were watching Freddie, even though he was in Wembley. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. They had big screens up all on either side of the stage. And then they had them in a couple other places. And then the same thing at Wembley. Wow. They were watching us while our acts were playing in Philadelphia.
That's amazing. Love it. Good stuff.
What's that, Joey?
And one of my favorite concerts was what me and Keith going to see the Police at Tampa Bay's Amore Arena in the summer of 2007.
That's cool.
You saw the Police?
I love the
Police. Don't stand so close to him.
And gave Sting the thumbs up, and guess what? He gave me the thumbs up back from way out back in the seats. Holy cow!
I love it. Stacey says I saw Hall & Oates in concert in the '80s. I never saw them. I would love to see them. They're great. They're great.
Have you ever watched the show? I don't know if it's on anymore, and I forget the channel it was on. Daryl Hall had a show.
Oh yeah.
That's a great show where he had invited a lot of
Daryl's house or something.
Daryl's house. That's it.
So good.
That's a great show.
I don't know if it's still on, but so good.
Yeah.
July of '85. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, '85. July of '85.
I have to ask Stacey, where did she see him at? In Philadelphia, or was it up in her neck of the woods?
Very cool. Joey, I saw Sting last year. Nice. Movie Mania Nick.
Wow.
I have never seen Sting. That's awesome. Loved the Police. Stuart Copeland. Nice. Good stuff. Bill Jr., favorite concert you've been to? We're talking concerts now.
Barney the Big Purple Dinosaur?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about. So it was Lynyrd Skynyrd, 3 Doors Down, and Chris Daughtry. Or no, it wasn't Daughtry. Who was it? He was from American Idol. Dad, we saw him in Atlantic City.
Yeah, it was Bo Bice.
Bo Bice
and Hank Jr.
Yeah, that was, and Hank Williams Jr. Yeah, that was a good concert to be at. Wow. They were doing like a decades MTV recording.
Yeah, it was a tribute. It was a tribute to Hank Jr. that night. It was awesome.
My last driving ticket is totally Lynyrd Skynyrd's fault. I was driving too fast because Freebird.
I saw. Oh yeah. Well, that's 3 of the greatest songs ever. Stairway to Heaven, Freebird.
Yes.
and Green Grass and High Tides by the Outlaws.
I've never heard of that. Did you just make that up right now?
No, that's a song. Look it up. They
Green
all grew
Grass by the Outlaws?
Green Grass and High Tides by the Outlaws.
Never heard of it.
They all grew. No, they all grew. Well, not with the exception of Led Zeppelin, but Lynyrd Skynyrd, all their guys, and the Outlaws, they all grew up together in the Jacksonville area.
Really?
Jacksonville, Florida, yeah. And Meatloaf, he was from that area.
Orlando guy, 9 Inch Nails? Seriously? David Bowie? Nice. Staple. I'm enjoying chat here.
What's that, Joey?
And at Epcot, I saw 2 different concerts. One, Hermits, and the Alan Parsons Project.
Cool. I like Alan Parsons.
Nice. I do too.
Yeah.
I've seen the Guess Who twice at Epcot. They usually have some good concerts there for, older acts, older groups, but they usually have some good shows there.
Billy Joel. Nice Donna, Billy Joel. I remember when Billy Joel was going with Elton John. I wanted to do that. Very fun. You guys, good stuff. Bowie's iconic.
Let's bring it back so we can live life no more again.
Right? Amen. I'm living my life normal. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm just happy that
love it.
The craft breweries in New Jersey are reopening on Monday.
Wow.
So I may or may not still be there when the live stream starts on Tuesday. It might be on location Tuesday night.
That sounds fun. Best concert, 7th grade talent show. Me lip syncing to My Girl. My Girl. I've danced with my daughter on stage to My Girl, one of my daughters. The one that popped out a kid that I met today.
When you just said that, Jeff, I didn't even have to look. I didn't even have to look at the chat, and I already guessed who that was going to be, and I was right. It was Lynn.
She's on topic. I think 9 Inch Nails is the one I'm most. I mean, Trent's brilliant. I love that guy. But Police, Billy Joel, these are good ones.
I just want to know if Lynn still keeps if she still has her old waffle bat.
Waffle bat?
Remember we were talking a few weeks back? Yeah, she said she's
looking for her toilet. I got it. That's right here.
Oh man,
you guys are crazy. You know that?
Yeah, Movie Mania Nick. I'm South Jersey, right outside the first town. As you come outside of Atlantic City, it's called Absecon. It's exit 40 on the Garden State Parkway. What part of Jersey are you from? That's how you tell everything in New Jersey. It's by the parkway and exit. It's not where do you live. What exit? What exit you from?
You sounded very Jersey Italian right there.
What's that?
Oh yeah, it gets bad.
Yeah. I'm either watching The Sopranos or I'm listening to you tell somebody where to go in New Jersey. One of the two.
Yeah, what exit? Where are you from?
Did you love Sopranos?
Oh, that was a great show.
I knew you'd say that. Yeah. But actually, I finished it. I never watched it, and I binged it. I don't know, a couple months ago, and I love it. But I've got 2 seasons to go, and I stopped. Not on purpose, just I stopped. I don't know why. So I'll get caught up. But I love it. So
yeah, if you know where the rest stop is at exit 40, Movie Mania Nick, if it wasn't for the trees, I could see. I'm 2 streets away.
That's where
from
those
that
guys are
stop.
buried, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know in New Jersey.
That's what I hear.
Pacino and De Niro are burying guys out there.
Yeah, exactly. Good pizza though. I only had one meal ever in Jersey. We came across from New York and got some unbelievable pizza. It was iconic. It was so good. I don't remember what it was called. I don't know anything about it. I just know I was in Jersey and I had some pizza.
That's one thing we do good up here. We do pizza good. Amen. That's when I go down to Florida. That's the hard thing to find is good pizza down in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. Unless you go to Napoli. Lynn, by the way, you didn't autograph it, so I'm a little angry, but whatever. Guys, this is fun. Good stuff. Joey, we didn't make you go crazy. I loved having you on, and I'm sorry about you being a Yankees fan, but other than that, I've enjoyed this thoroughly.
Thank you.
To you.
Hopefully, the next time you're on, we'll actually have live baseball to talk about. That's the exciting part.
And spelling flashcards. Both of those things are
You got a contender here.
I see. I don't know where I go wrong when I type them up.
Let me give you a hint. It's spelling.
Or when I proofread them. I don't know where I'm going wrong.
If you proofread those, you need to try proof spelling. Reading's not the problem. The spelling.
To me, and then I'll proofread them.
It's a sticky. It's my laptop. It's a sticky keyboard. You notice it was the L's a couple times. Holiday, I missed an L. I got a bad L on my keyboard.
Yeah, I got a bad L too. Thank you, Joey. So, guys, Joey, where can they find you? Where can they find you on social media? What do you want them to know? Where can they go to dive into Joey's world?
Well, you look to YouTube and type out 2 words. First word is ITS, and then the second word, Joeysworld.
I love it. It's
my new
Joeysworld.
That's right. It's coming up this Wednesday. Another new exciting video.
Oh, you want to? You want to tell us what this video is, or is it going to be a secret on Wednesday?
Secret.
You'll be surprised at what you guys see tomorrow, the next day.
Joey, I'm always surprised when your videos come out.
Stacy just dropped your link. Thank you, Stacy.
Especially when you're in the
check
parks.
on that link right there. Stacy just dropped it. Give him some love. Great guy. Come on, you're here. You know already. But yes, Stacy just dropped your link, Joey, and I hope everybody goes over there and gives him some love. And I hope it's not too long before we do this again. I go to see the Cars in 2011 at Palladium. Both of the lead singers in the Cars are gone now. That's kind of sad. I loved them. Yeah. Drive, one of my favorite songs ever. I don't think I saw last week's video. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I don't remember what it was. I'll go check that out. Tim says I saw Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. I think Emerson, Lake, Palmer, and Gar. Was that?
Yeah, that's it.
You, Tim?
See that? You broke my wagon, Jeff, and you had a Ralph Gar rookie card. Who's on the card with him?
Williams with just 1 L. What are the odds? That's crazy. Gary Hill.
See? Yeah, I don't know.
Gary Hill.
Gary Hill.
Here's an old Braves name. Let's see if you remember this name. This is one of them tongue rollers. I would never spell this one right. How many L's does Phil have?
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. What's that?
Here's a name blast from the past. Biff Pocoroba.
Shut up. My cousins were neighbors with Biff Pocoroba. What are the odds that you would say Biff Pocoroba? And you know what? He was a Dodger killer.
Yeah.
Played catcher in second, if I remember correctly. What are the odds of you mentioning Biff Pocoroba?
He just passed away a few months ago.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's friends with my godfather, who is my cousin, I think. I don't even know if I'm telling you the truth there. But Biff Pocoroba, I can't believe you just said his name. That's insane.
Yep, he was another good player.
Have him in your head?
I meant to bring it up last week, and then the stream ended, and I said I got to bring it up.
Bring up Biff Pocoroba. Hey, I'll give you 18. I'll give you all of these if you can spell either Biff or Pocoroba.
I'll give Biff a shot, but the last name I ain't even going to give that a shot. What? His name was close. What was the other guy's name? And I believe he played with the Red Sox. He played with a couple teams, but his name on the back, it was the longest name in the history of Major League Baseball. And on his uniform, his name almost went from elbow to elbow. And he played like about 10 years ago.
Andy Etcher. Well, here, let's just look it up. I don't know. Let's look it up.
What was it? You remember her name, Bill, about 10 years ago?
No.
He played with about a half a dozen different teams.
Oh, Salty.
It almost made like
Salta Lamacchia, that's it. Salta Lamacchia.
I can't believe I didn't know it until I looked it up. I should have known that. He played here. He was a popular guy with the Rangers. I don't know anything about him, but they loved him. But yeah, Salta Lamacchia. That's right.
But yeah, his name went from elbow to elbow on the back of his uniform.
Yeah. He was a big prospect for a while, but Biff Pocoroba, are you serious? Can't believe. So he passed away?
Yeah. What was it, about maybe 2 or 3 months ago, Bill?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning it a little bit.
Why do you know that?
That I remember it.
Jeff, it's baseball. I can't spell it, but I know it.
Yeah, honestly, Braves, I think a whole career Braves. I wouldn't swear to that. Here, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, entire Braves career, 75 to 84. Catcher. Oh, he played third base as well. I thought it was second base, so I was off on that. Made the All-Star team in 78. which I didn't remember. Yeah, Canoga High School, right by I had family there. That's so cool. Biff Pocoroba talk right here on Bush League Baseball. You don't get Biff
Where
Pocoroba
else can
talk
you go from Ralph Garr to Biff Pocoroba?
Only here.
Whoa.
And next week on our spelling bee, I guarantee the name Pocoroba comes up. That's what we should do. When I do it, it should be a spelling bee. I'll go with Ed Ott. How about that? Ed Ott. I know that's the shortest name ever.
I might get that one right.
I was going to say that might be fun. We could do it, and I can give like really hard ones to somebody and really easy ones to somebody else. Like spell Ozzie Smith. Actually, Ozzie Smith.
Now, I know in chat, I know Lynn didn't type that. I know she copied and pasted that one.
Did she spell Saltamachia correctly?
No, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's right. I couldn't spell that one.
That's a copy and paste there.
Jeff should have been to the Orlando guy knows me well. So I have seen Depeche Mode live. I saw him in San Diego. Where I'd love to be is for 101. I want to be at the Hollywood Bowl in 85. Was it 8? Or no, it wasn't Hollywood Bowl. Excuse me. It was Rose Bowl in 85 when they did 101. Hollywood Bowl. I've never been to the Hollywood Bowl, but my wife has been to events at the Hollywood Bowl. It's very tiny. Good stuff.
I don't think Lynn can go there. She has trouble with bowls, so they tend to they tend to break on her. You know, the things that cover the bowls. They tend to break on Lynn, so she probably couldn't go there.
I was with you. I was letting you go. I was with you. Just saying.
That's what happens.
You guys are insane, and I love it.
That's what happens when you're in quarantine too long. The toilet seats start dropping like flies.
Oh yeah.
Bill's over there saying, "I'm not even getting involved with this."
No, I'm good. I'm just entertainment.
He's the smart one. He's in the corner just shaking his head.
I guess we'll have to get ready and wrap this up here. I think we're keeping Joey up here. I know he runs 8 miles every day, so he's got to get up early and get his workout in the morning.
Joey, we love you, buddy. Right. Thank you so much for doing this with us.
Hey, I'll tell you why. I love every one of you.
Love you back.
You're the man, Joey. Even though I don't
and
like
your entourage, give your
shirts.
Entourage hugs, okay? I'm sorry, Bill.
That's right.
I just said I don't like Joey's choice of shirts. On a night I tried to be nice and play a little video for him when the Yankees won the World Series against my Phillies, and then he comes on with a gut wrench.
That's baseball, though.
I love it.
The one thing though I tried to show in that highlight there was the one thing. And it's a shame that the Phillies lost that World Series because Chase Utley went off in that series. He had 6 hits in the World Series. 5 of them were home runs.
He was a beast. I love Chase Utley. Big Utley fan. Good stuff.
All right.
We lose audio? Oh, there we go.
Nope.
I thought we lost audio.
Nope, we're here.
I think that's it, guys. Are we all good? Everybody got anything they want to say? Anything needs to be promoted? Anything like that?
Nope, just
check out Joey's.
I want to say thank you, everybody, for giving me the chance to tell it all about the game of baseball and life itself.
You're welcome, buddy.
Thank you. And Bill, what were you saying, Bill Jr.?
I was just saying, thanks for being on, Joe. That was awesome. I had a lot of fun tonight. I had fun getting my butt whooped. I don't say that often, but
I love it. Joey, you made our day better. Bill Sr., I'm going to send you a spelling for somebody's book. Everybody else, thanks for being here in chat. Love you all for being here. I didn't want to say it. Tuesday night, every Tuesday night, we talk baseball and spelling bees and concerts and stuff like that there. Thank you so much. Get over to their channel, Bush League Baseball. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on a podcast. Tell them about the podcast, Bill.
Yep, I just got a notification. We're now on Outcast on the podcast app, and either after this week or the following week, we should be on Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify. We're just repurposing the audio from the live stream tonight, and we put it out as a podcast. And the next day, I usually try to get it out.
Love it. And we'll be here live next Tuesday night, hopefully with more news about real, actual baseball games. I thought last week, I think I said last week that by this week, I thought we'd have a plan. Obviously, that didn't work out, but hopefully we will soon.
The nice thing about the podcast, I can't spell anything wrong on the podcast.
P-O something. Anyway, You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. We're out of here. Thank you so much. Bush League Baseball every week live, and check out the podcast. It's Joeysworld's awesome. Give him some love. Check out the Facebook page. All the things. You know what to do. Just go do them. We'll see you next week. Bye now.
See you next week.
You.